There's a certain pain every man knows. When a woman who once couldn't get enough of you suddenly goes cold. Her texts slow down, her tone changes, her interest fades. You start wondering what happened, replaying every moment in your head. The truth is, attraction isn't something you can force. You can't talk your way back into her heart or beg her to care again. But you can make her remember the version of you that drew her in the first time. Women are emotional creatures, not in a weak way, but in a deeply instinctive one. They respond to how a man makes them feel, not what he says. So when her interest fades, your job isn't to chase her attention, it's to rebuild her curiosity. When you do that right, she starts thinking about you again, wondering what changed and why she feels pulled back. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to do that. 7 powerful shifts that reignite her interest without pleading or proving anything. These are real psychological tactics rooted in behavior, presence, and energy. Let's dive into how to make her look your way again, and this time, stay interested. 1. Pull back to reset her perception. When a woman loses interest, most men panic. They start calling more, texting constantly, or trying to explain themselves. But here's the hard truth. The more you chase, the less she values you. You can't remind a woman of your worth by standing in front of her begging for attention. You remind her by stepping back. Distance creates space. Space creates curiosity. And curiosity is what reignites attraction. When you stop trying to convince her, she starts to wonder why you're no longer trying. She'll start thinking, has he moved on? Did I misjudge him? Why does it feel different now? That wondering is the first spark of renewed interest. So here's what you do. Don't announce it, just quietly detach. Reduce communication, stop reacting to her every move. Reinvest that energy into your own life, your appearance, your goals, your social connections. You're not ignoring her out of spite. You're rebuilding your frame of value. Remember, women are drawn to men who are centered. A man who isn't easily shaken makes her feel a mix of respect and curiosity. When she feels like she's losing access to your attention, she begins to miss it. That's when she starts to come forward again. Don't chase her energy. Make her chase your calm. 2. Reignite her emotional memory. When a woman drifts away, it's not her logic that changes. It's her emotions. She no longer feels what she used to when she's around you. So instead of trying to convince her with words, focus on reigniting the emotional memories she once had of you. Women don't miss the man. They miss how the man made them feel. Start by subtly bringing back parts of yourself she once admired but might have forgotten. Were you confident, funny, mysterious, or focused when she first liked you? Tap into that version again, not as an act, but as a return to your natural rhythm. When she sees that energy again, it reminds her of the attraction she felt before things got complicated. You can also trigger emotional memories indirectly. Post something that reflects your growth, your peace, or your purpose. Not a cry for attention, but a signal that you're in motion. Maybe you're doing something she knows you're passionate about or achieving something she didn't expect. Those quiet reminders make her feel nostalgic, and curiosity mixes with admiration. Remember, attraction fades when familiarity kills excitement. By reawakening her emotional memory, you reconnect her to the version of you she once felt drawn to. You're not asking her to come back. You're making her want to feel that connection again. 3. Show unshakable emotional control. Nothing pulls a woman back in faster than a man who stays calm when she expects him to crumble. Emotional control is power, not arrogance, not coldness, but composure. When she distances herself, she's often subconsciously testing your emotional stability. If you explode, beg, or spiral, you confirm her decision to lose interest. But if you stay centered and unfazed, you instantly stand out. When she says something that would normally trigger a reaction, a dismissive text, a delay in response, or even silence, pause. Don't rush to reply. Don't ask what's wrong. Show, through your actions, that your emotional world doesn't depend on her attention. That calm confidence makes her reassess how she sees you. It's not about pretending not to care. It's about showing maturity and balance. Women feel safe and drawn to men who can handle their emotions without being reactive. That control sends a clear message. I'm not desperate for you. I'm grounded in myself. Even if she tries to provoke a response, stay cool. When she sees you're not shaken, she'll start to feel respect again. Respect is the seed from which attraction grows back. You become the man who isn't thrown off by emotional turbulence, the kind of man every woman secretly finds magnetic. Your silence, calmness, and steady presence will speak louder than any words you could ever send. 4. Rebuild mystery and unpredictability. When a woman loses interest, one big reason is predictability. She already knows what you'll say, what you'll do, and how you'll respond. That sense of certainty kills excitement. Women are drawn to men who have layers, men who don't reveal everything at once. To regain her interest, you need to bring back that sense of mystery and unpredictability. Start by breaking your usual patterns. If you used to text her every morning, stop. If she expects you to always be available, switch things up. Don't become cold or distant, just unpredictable. Let her feel that she can't quite figure you out anymore. When she can't read you, she starts thinking about you more. Mystery doesn't mean acting secretive or manipulative. It's about living a life full of things she doesn't know about. Build your world, new hobbies, new goals, new social circles, things that don't revolve around her. Then, when she sees glimpses of this new side of you, curiosity hits her like a spark. And remember this, curiosity is attraction's twin. When she's curious, she's emotionally invested again. She'll start initiating, asking questions, checking your updates, wondering what's different about you now. Keep your energy unpredictable but authentic. Don't try to impress her, make her intrigued. A woman's mind stays attached to what it can't fully figure out, and when that mystery returns, so does her desire to reconnect with you. 5. Lead with purpose, not emotion. One of the fastest ways to regain a woman's respect and her interest is to stop making her your emotional center. When she feels like you've built your world around her, she instinctively pulls away. But when she sees that your world moves with or without her, she starts to pay attention again. Women are naturally drawn to men who lead with purpose. This doesn't mean ignoring her or acting superior. It means redirecting your focus to what drives you. Your ambitions, your health, your goals, your discipline. Women feel drawn to men who wake up with direction. A man who knows where he's going doesn't have to chase validation. He radiates it. If you want her to see you differently, become a man who's moving forward no matter what. When she notices that your energy is invested in progress, not persuasion, it changes her perception instantly. You become the kind of man who's hard to forget. Post-breakup or disinterest is your chance to rebuild your masculine frame. The one that once made her respect you. Get back into your rhythm. Go to the gym. Focus on your craft. Surround yourself with people who elevate you. When your life starts to reflect strength, clarity, and direction, she'll feel it, even without you saying a word. You're no longer trying to pull her in emotionally. You're pulling her in through your purpose. And that's something every woman instinctively responds to. 6. Reintroduce subtle confidence and playfulness. When things feel tense or distant with a woman, most men either become too serious or too needy. Both kill attraction. What reignites it is subtle confidence mixed with playfulness, the kind that reminds her you're comfortable in your own skin. Women are drawn to men who can make them feel light again, even when things have been off. Confidence doesn't mean acting dominant or loud. It's in your tone, your posture, your calmness, and your sense of humor. When you interact with her again, avoid heavy emotional talks or desperate attempts to fix things. Instead, bring a relaxed, teasing energy. A small joke, a smirk, or a light comment that reminds her of your old spark can do more than 1,000 serious messages. Playfulness lowers emotional tension. It makes her feel safe to laugh, to reconnect, and to drop her guard. And the moment she laughs again, her emotions shift, because laughter and attraction operate on the same emotional frequency. The key here is subtlety. You're not trying to win her back. You're showing her that you're still that guy. Calm, confident, fun, and emotionally grounded. When you can make her smile without pressure or expectation, it plants a seed in her mind. Maybe I misjudged him. Keep it light. Keep it calm. Let her feel that your presence brings ease, not tension. That energy alone can reignite what words never could. 7. Let time and consistency do the work. The final step most men skip is patience. They want results overnight. A text back, a spark, a reunion. But attraction doesn't rebuild through urgency, it rebuilds through quiet consistency over time. You can't rush emotional reconnection. You earn it by staying composed, steady, and consistent in who you're becoming. Once you've pulled back, regained your center, and rebuilt your purpose, hold that energy. Don't slip back into old habits when she starts noticing you again. That's the real test. She'll test your calm to see if it's genuine or just an act. If you stay solid, not overreacting to her moods, not oversharing, not overreaching, she'll realize you've truly evolved. That's when her respect deepens, and with it, her attraction. During this phase, your silence and stability are your greatest tools. You don't need to post quotes or try to prove anything, just live well. Let your progress speak for itself. The woman who once lost interest will slowly start to feel drawn again, not because you pushed her, but because your energy pulled her. Time reveals authenticity. When she sees that you're still moving forward weeks or months later, her mind starts to reattach to the calm, confident version of you she once admired. Stay patient. Stay focused. Consistency will do what pressure never could. It'll make her choose to be interested again. Regaining a woman's interest isn't about tricks. It's about transformation. You don't chase, you elevate. You don't beg for attention. You become the man who naturally commands it. By pulling back, regaining your emotional control, rebuilding mystery, and leading with purpose, you remind her and yourself of your true value. Attraction returns when she feels your energy shift from need to confidence. So stay calm, stay consistent, and let your growth speak louder than any words. She'll notice, she'll feel it, and when she does, the power will be back where it belongs, in your hands.